different to Lexi. And that's because the Californian sea lions are quite different to the Australian sea lions. For one thing, he's a lot bigger and he's a lot darker. But the Californian sea lions are quite unique. They have something that no other seal species has. Mitchie, would you like to tell everyone what that is? That's right, they're the only seal with an American accent. Now, it's that distinctive bark or the large mane that males can develop around their necks is what inspired the name sea lion in the first place. Well, before Lexi was showing off her shark impersonation, and when seals are looking out for predators, they make pretty good hunters themselves. You may have noticed that Mitchie has a great set of sharp teeth, but he doesn't chew his food. He just swallows it head first and whole. That way the spines and scales don't get stuck in his throat. And as you're about to see, he can fill up pretty fast. You ready, Mitchie? Almost faster than I can throw it. Well, Mitchie eats about 10 kilos of fish every single day. And whilst he doesn't need his teeth to chew the fish, he needs them for something else. And that's for your cameras, because he has an absolutely gorgeous smile. Yeah, it's a little bit creepy, I know. And along with a beautiful smile comes something else. Mitchie, would you like to tell everyone what else that is? Yes, I don't know if you can smell that in the front row, but some pretty bad breath. Jokes aside, seals do need to keep themselves well groomed. But that's pretty easy for these guys because on their rear flippers they have 3 claws or nails. All they need to do is curl them over and give themselves a bit of a scratch. Good, Mitchie. Now those big front flippers, they come in handy for grooming too. They make a perfect face washer. What do you reckon? He scrubs up well? Well, now that Mitchie is a little bit more presentable, I'm going to send him across the front to get quite a bit closer to you guys. When he arrives though, pay particular attention to Mitchie's whiskers because he is going to show you just how much control he has over them. So everyone ready? Over to the front you go. Looking at it, everyone. Good boy. Let's see now how Mitchie can easily move his whiskers about. Everyone stare at his face very closely. And on the count of 3, help me out by yelling whiskers. 1, 2, 3. Whiskers! Good job, Mitchie. Now each whisker has tiny sensitive nerve fibres that help with the sense of touch. And it's those whiskers that help seals find their way through dark, murky water and track down fish. Now the best way to demonstrate the amazing use of those whiskers is by getting Mitchie to balance his ball. Because it's his whiskers which are doing all the work, feeling which way the ball's about to fall, and then watch how he moves his body in the other direction. This is a really hard behaviour, especially for school holidays, isn't it, Mitchie? So make sure you guys clap and go crazy if he makes it back up on stage. Come on, Mitchie. There you go. All the way up. How about that? So those whiskers act just like little fingers, which means Mitchie can do things like catch the ball and, of course, throw it back. Good boy. Another big clap for Mitchie. Oh, excellent, lady. Good job. Well, seals are well equipped with those sensitive whiskers, terrific hearing and sharp vision. And they're also extremely agile. So you'd think that these guys wouldn't have any problems finding food. So Mitchie, let's have a look. Is there anything to eat in here today? Maybe you need to take a bigger break, mate. Bubbles help. Any fish in there? No. And you know what? Sadly, that's currently the case for our oceans because our oceans are being overfished. Nearly 3/4 of our large fish stocks may have disappeared forever, which means it's getting harder and harder for wild seals to find their next meal. So what can we do? Well, by buying seafood only from sustainable sources, it will mean that wild seals will continue to have enough to eat. So if you're interested in which seafood is or is not sustainable, come down to that front box after the show where you can pick up your free pocket-sized sustainable seafood guide that can help you make a better choice. What do you reckon about that, Richie? Yeah, you like that one. Good boy. Well, as you can see, we do take a lot of time getting to know our seals and building strong relationships. Here to tell you a little bit more about that, I'd like you to welcome out Bridget. Over to you, Bridget.
Thank you very much, Ellie. Well, yeah, you can get a bit of